Hello, my friends, and welcome to Duel Trial for September 2023, as in Duel Trial Rental 6. Wow, we've already had 6 of these. That's kind of crazy. I'm pretty sure they might have been all this year, too. Yeah, like, they were all this year, so, um, that's kind of crazy, like, considering that we had, like, 9 months. So, I mean, think about it that way. It's only into the 9th month, and we already have had 6 dual trials this year. I'm pretty sure they were all this year. Anyway, that fact, or pretty sure fact aside, I'm gonna go over the notifications. But first of all, I would like to make a small little announcement. For those of you wondering, first of all, I didn't have a video on Friday because I was a little bit busy that weekend with other things. Don't really need to get into all details. I guess I guess I can. I had like a little timed event for one of my other games, and so I decided to take a little bit of a break. So I hope you all okay with that. It was for Gems of War, so maybe those of you who play it on Xbox or mobile PlayStation, stuff like that will know what I'm talking about there. But yeah, also I might, it's kind of because of that, but also coupled with the fact that my schooling might get in the way. So I'm just saying now and in the future, I might not be able to get the thumbnails out every week by the end of the week for the videos, because of all that stuff, schooling and whatnot. And maybe when events come. So I just like to let you know now, I'm not trying to put it off, but sometimes I just run out of time. So I hope you're okay with that. I still at least put the video out, and so I think the thumbnails, I like doing them. I'm not sure how big of a deal they are to others, but hopefully it's not too big of a deal if I don't get them done right away. Hopefully you're not super upset about that. Please forgive me, because they do kind of take a little bit, maybe 30 minutes, an hour, something like that. Probably more around 30 minutes. It's probably usually under an hour, but still that's quite a bit of time. Maybe not the longest time, but just so you know, it's still something that I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know all of that. Just explain things a little bit more, so maybe you would be able to understand. For those of you who actually were concerned, were a little concerned, were a little bit what's going on. And yeah, and for those of you who do notice stuff like that, yeah, maybe thanks for noticing, because that shows that you really do care enough to maybe watch my videos within the week, or want to see it, or someone who actually cares when enough to notice that there isn't a video uploaded Sunday. So yeah, if you notice that, yeah, thank you. It shows that you do appreciate my videos in a way. But yeah, anyway, for those of you who are like that, maybe you should ring the notification bell for either personalized content, which is a content that you like the most, or all of my content. So you can be notified of all my content, which either way it's probably gonna be mostly Master Duel anyway, probably mostly one game at a time anyway. But if you're waiting for a game, maybe just subscribe and select the bell and select none. You can do that if you're waiting for a game and just want to stay subscribed to me so it can be ready, or maybe you're just doing it to be nice. Maybe a friend like got you into subscribing to me just be nice, which I certainly appreciate that as well. I know a couple of people who might have just done that, which was certainly nice of them too. Anyway, here's some of the news. I won't spend too much time. Looks like there's another new selection pack. We literally just got that more anime-esque selection pack. Maybe they... I think it is a new one every month, so maybe that like month just passed by real quick. I don't know. I feel like we just had it. Like maybe like sometimes it's late in the month and sometimes it's early. I don't think it's is it 2 a month? Yeah, that was like right before the end of the month. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they do try to get every month, and maybe they were just a little late with the last one. I don't know. I don't know what their pattern may be with these, but anyway, we're getting Purely and Minkonko. You can read about them if you want. Here's a Purely if you want to read that. It's kind of long, so I probably won't spend time to. And then there's a Minkonko if you want to read that. So it tells. So the thing is, they talk about. I think they might go into a little bit of lore, but mostly the talk about like the strategy of how to use them, which is kind of cool. And maybe I look into strategy if I actually like wanted to play the archetypes, but I'm probably not gonna end up playing those archetypes. And then here's a tryout duel. I'll just go over the rules and the replays today, and also the pack at the end. I have a separate video for that. Also, I did something a little special, so maybe you can like stay tuned for that pack opening to see the special thing that I did. I think it's kind of cool. It's not like something related to the to this video at all, so it's not that big of a deal if you don't watch it. But I think like I feel like people should still watch it, like because like I think that was really cool. It was basically just a little bit of a thing that I did that adheres to my whole like trying to get people interested in Christianity. So it's a little thing I did with that. So maybe even if you don't care, like it's only a little thing that it's a little thing extra that I did on top of the packs anyway. So maybe still just watch it. Even if you're not too interested in that, because you never know. And then new gates, UA. Yeah, there's for this old one. Yeah, it's basically saying, oh, now it's here. So, basically, if you're interested in Blackluster, Red Eyes, maybe like if you're interested in Utopia Rising, which is at least somewhat generic, although you do want to play other numbers, or like Egyptian God Sport, Obelisk Support, or Dark Magician Sport. Like if you're interested in any of those, then maybe open it. Otherwise, not really too many great like cards for the meta. I think this one's pretty cool. Yeah, there's the MX Saber Invokers. So it looks like X Sabers and Scareclaw stuff is in here. But Visas is good in a lot of the different decks, because it has a pretty good summoning conditions for the decks that actually can utilize that. And he can make for a fairly easy way to go into high level synchros, maybe even Brone. Because he is a level 6 tuner. So, and I don't think you really have a lot of level 6 tuners that like keep their levels whenever they come to the field, unless they're kind of hard to summon. But this one's easy to summon. It's got it's easy to special summon. It keeps its level to level 6 and doesn't go down like that one, like a few tuners that have high levels do. So yeah, it's pretty nice. And then some new accessories I probably don't care about. I think I might have already showed this, or maybe not. But yeah, I probably don't care too much about these. They still won't replace the accessories I got. Oh, so they're actually changing rarities now. Wait. Oh, no. They're just adding in new cards. And of course, Rangaminia got removed because it's a heroic champion. I guess that does go. I'm not sure if this is the first time that it's happened, but it does go to show you that like even cards that are in secret packs aren't safe from the Forbidden Limit list. Yeah. Yeah. And then Pledge of Sword also been updated. And now it's including a few of these cards. MX Saber Invoker, probably the big one. I bet a lot of people are probably going to be wanting to use that use both level 3 and level 4s. You kind of need to go for a little bit of Warrior. But if you're playing like level 3 and level 4 Warriors inside of your deck, it's pretty good. I'm not sure exactly what Scareclaw has to really do with that. Because really the only Warriors that are really for... Oh, I guess like the MX Saber Invoker can bring out Beast Warriors as well. But like really there's not a ton of Beast Warrior support outside the X deck. Because the smaller Scareclaws, the non-level 4 Scareclaws, are beasts, so that wouldn't work for them. So they're not exactly very good with the MX Saber Invoker, but I guess you could at least use it. You don't really have any level 3s, so you wouldn't need to like splash other level 3 warriors in, because all of the level 3 guys are beasts. Anyway, let's get into Duel Trial here. First I'll show off the talk a little bit about the loner decks. I'll try not to spend too much time. First I'll cycle and then I'll talk about them. So I'll talk a little bit about this. So this deck is focused on Red Eyes and a little bit of Summon Skull, because one of the fusions call for Summon Skull. And also Summon Skull... No, Summon Skull is a fiend. It's because one of the fusions call for Summon Skull on top of a Red Eyes. So that's why that's in there. And the Warriors are in there because, of course, the most iconic, the best one that's not banned, or I guess like maybe they're all pretty good in their own right. But I think this is usually one of the ones that people like to go in a lot. Which is Red Eye / Dragon. That's pretty good, but like the others are also pretty good in their own right. Of course, Dragoon is the best, but that's banned, so you can't run that anyway. And I guess also this one is also another reason you're using the Warriors, but unfortunately, you can't even bring out with the fusion. So I'm not sure how you're gonna bring that one out. Yeah, I'm not sure how you bring that out. Yeah, that one's kind of weird, because how are you gonna bring him out? And then Chaos Angel, because you can use lights and darks, and you don't even need tuners. That's really cool. You don't even need tuners. And then of course the rank 7s, because you're running a lot of rank 7s in the deck with the Red Eyes. A lot of the Red Eyes being level 7. Not really looking to rank 6s or lowers for the other levels. Mostly just looking at the rank 7s. And then Predaplant, pretty good for being a way to be able to utilize the Red Eyes Fusion without needing to draw or search it. Although you do have 3 insight to have a pretty good chance of just searching for it. Though with this, you at least get to summon a few things and then go in. And then do the fusion thing. I think. Yeah, because it doesn't like take the last effect into account, which is pretty cool. And then Darkness Metal, just another link that fits the dragon theming. I don't think I really went into the links very much. I think I mostly went into a few of the fusions. The ones I remember being pretty good, like, oh yeah, there's also some burn cards. So burning your opponent is kind of nice too. The Dragoon would fit nicely into that, but unfortunately, once again, is banned. I don't think I went into the exceeds very much. I had a pretty quick game though, so I don't really have much time to go into like the exceeds and stuff. But I remember one of my opponents who was playing this deck did at least go into Big Eye, but I was able to take it out pretty easily. I think I did save that replay because I think I had a pretty easy time getting to 3 wins this time. The decks were actually pretty strong, I would say. And I think pretty equal in power. But I think I just enjoyed Red Eyes the most. Because, I don't know, I guess I just really like Red Eyes. Red Eyes is pretty fun, I think. And then this is probably my second favorite of the deck. Also, I guess there's a little bit of like bias because my friend plays Blue Eyes also. And I also like the anime, so maybe that's why I have bias with Red Eyes and Blue Eyes. I don't know why I like Red Eyes more than Blue Eyes. I just do. It's probably because I was playing it so much in Duel Links. So I was having some fun playing in Duel Links. But yeah, Blue Eyes probably my second most favorite. And then here's some of the decks. So basically the thing about this Blue Eyes is you're also playing with some unions, and then you're also playing with a field spell that helps you basically put another equip a union to a union when you summon a union. So with this one, you never want to summon this. Instead, you're using the field spell after you summon one of your ABC to then equip it. But you probably are never really gonna... Well, I guess you technically could. Actually, maybe I should have done it that way, because then I would have been able to get 2 cards on my deck. Yeah, it might not be... Yeah, it's probably actually a really good idea to equip this first, and then use the effect to equip one of your A, B, or C, whichever you want to equip to it, like, afterwards. And then you get 2 monsters out of your deck instead of just 1. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, you're only playing 1 alternative. I guess that's okay. Jet Dragon's pretty fun because this also works if you destroy, if one of your opponent's monsters get destroyed by a battle card effect. So this is pretty nice as like an extra summon during the battle phase if you get destroyed by battle trigger. Because then maybe like an extra 3,000 attack isn't too shabby. Because you can special an attack and it will be able to attack still. So that's pretty nice. And then you're looking like you're playing multiple obelisks. I never did bring this out. I could have one time, but I chose not to. Because I think like generally like this is just a really big ask. I guess if you really wanted to get him for, I don't know, like even if you do destroy all monsters, like you can't declare an attack the turn its effect is activated. Maybe if you happen to draw into this and also the spell, maybe it's worth playing, but it's just such a big ask. I didn't go into Chaos Max either, by the way. Melody is pretty fun, especially with like having a few one-ofs. And then Dragon Shrine. Always best to send the Blue Eyes White Dragon first. Or I think if you send this, it'll also work, maybe. Yeah, if or like you can send this, but I think most of the time Blue Eyes White Dragon first, and then you can get another dragon into a graveyard. Of whatever you want. I think most of the time the other dragon's probably going to be White Stone, either to add the Blue Eyes White Dragon back to your hand by banishing it, or waiting till the end phase and special summoning something out of your deck with the Ancient's effect. And then Foolish Bureau Goods. I'm not sure what spell or trap. What spell or trap are you saying with that? Oh yeah. I guess I'll see it when it comes, but Bingham Machine Go, This one's gonna be pretty much random because you're running a lot of one-ofs. So you're probably not going for a specific card with this one. I know like how in like if you're playing like a regular blue eyes, like usually you're putting multiples of something you want. You can at least put out 3 blue eyes if they're in your deck, and then you're guaranteed to get a blue eyes. Basically get the 3 that put out the 3 that you really want. And then Union Hanger, that's one I was talking about. You're playing 3, so you have a pretty good chance of drawing 1. You're not playing away to search it, but that should be okay. It's not like too big of a deal if you don't draw into it. You do basically have to like draw into this and one of your A, B, and C's, but basically it doesn't matter which one you really like draw into. You do want to try to have it so that the Union Driver is in the deck, because this only gets it from the deck. But it's not too big a deal because like you should have a target either way with the Union Hanger. And then once all in the graveyard, maybe don't necessarily add back one of Unions from your graveyard to your hand if you'd rather banish them all from the graveyard for ABC Dragon Buster, which I think is basically the way. So I feel like a lot of the times the one that adds it back from the graveyard to the hand might be a trap, unless maybe you have like the other one that then can special summon it from the hand, I guess, because then you can still banish it from the field for the Dragon Buster. But anyway, the one that adds from the deck to the hand is definitely really good though, and yeah. That's probably the best one. That's the one you definitely want to make sure you have on the field, so you can like add your last piece. Chaos Form for this guy. Really, I think it's just for that. Yeah, because it's only for ritual summoning. And then these two are the ones that maybe will make you want to play Obelisk. Maybe, I don't know. At least this one allows you to play Obelisk during the opponent's turn, which I guess could be pretty nice. And then Ultimate Fusion can help you with your fusion summons, which, I mean, it's pretty nice in this case that you have Verde Anaconda. It's a little bit more important. Although it is something to think about that if you do the Verde Anaconda with the White Stone of Ancients, you won't be able to summon something with the White Stone of Ancients at the end of the turn. So it kind of gets in the way, but it's probably still worth going for a fusion even if you can't do the White Stone. Maybe. Another one for Obelisk. Union Scramble. This is a good one to activate. Just if you need more damage, if you want to get them back out of the ban zone, so maybe you can go into another ABC Dragon Buster later on. But you can always get it back with the fusion anyway, so maybe don't waste it unless you need that extra damage. I remember like this is basically how I won. And it does say up to, so even if your board is kind of full, you can still just summon like 1 or 2. But maybe try to get the 3 if you can. Especially, I mean, it didn't really matter for me since I was going to be able to get game anyway. Ultimate Creature of Destruction. It's kind of cool, I guess. Though this didn't really help. It is nice that you can like reset it though. Soul Energy Max is another Obelisk support card. True Light is pretty nice because either special summons your Blue Eyes White Dragon or sets a spell or trap. This I think is a lot better than the Dark Magician version. Because it can like just it has a lot more things you can set with it, and being able to set something is a lot better than adding it to your hand, I think. A lot of the times, because like your opponent can just Ash Blossom if you're adding something to your hand. Although they can't Ash Blossom in this format, but like I'm just talking about in general. outside of this. And then ABC Dragon Buster is pretty nice for a quick effect quick effect destruction. Or a quick effect banish. Not bad. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. Just attacking everything. That can be pretty nice. Twin Burst can make 2 attacks and can't restore a bow. If your opponent doesn't realize the effect, maybe you can get a banish when they attack into it. But I think most people are gonna know. Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. This one's pretty nice too. Since it has a negate. And also extra attack. See, I guess that's the thing about Blue Eyes. They like having multiple attacks. At least the fusions do. Black Rose for a little bit of special summon destruction. A few of these make for some nice floodgates or like protection. That I'm not sure how often that the opponent's gonna want to special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. And I don't think any of these decks are pendulums. And that's probably the big place where you're seeing that. Thunder and Dragon destroying everything. It's pretty nice. Like Dark Hole of everything by itself. Link Rebo changing everything to 0 attack. What was that one card that made it so that my opponent couldn't activate a card effect? There was one card where I made it so that my opponent couldn't activate a card effect during the battle phase. I think it was for this deck. And since they weren't able to activate a card effect during the battle phase, they had a Link Reba themselves, but they weren't able to tribute it. So I was able to get a win without having to worry about the Link Rebo. Maybe it was the final deck. Oh yeah, it was the final deck that had that. So yeah, that was pretty nice. Platinum Gadget. I guess it's a little bit more support for your ABCs. So if you also, I guess if you have this, maybe you can like add, maybe the Graveyard Hand isn't so bad and then can like special summon out of your hand. Use it for something. Oh yeah. Don't go into this right away if they're on the field. You want to use the ABC for other stuff first, because you can just special summon this by banishing them from the graveyard too. So that just gives you a little bit extra. And then on Hishima, I didn't really go into this very much. The only one you're carrying is they still have to be the right material, I believe. Yeah, they still have to be the right material, so you still have to use normal monsters. Yeah, you only have one target for this. And then Predator Plant, Verdant Conda. I don't know if it's as good in this one. It kind of takes up, makes you have to choose between White Stone or Predator Plant sometimes, but it can still be good. Predator Plant is a good one just to be able to have the option of going into if you want. This is the only deck without Predator Plant, so that's pretty interesting. This one, instead of really focusing on fusions, it's focusing more on rituals as the main gimmick, on top of having a few normal. And then the normals are here because they're also Lion Dark. They also have to be Lion Dark. This can basically help fill up your graveyard with either a Lion Dark, while also being able to get an effect off of the thing you sent. Like if you send it in TIS, if you already have ways of getting to rituals, then you can like opt to destroy something instead of searching for a ritual spell or a monster. But I think normally you're going for the Herald of the Arc Light, so you can search for that. This one is really like there if you as another way of like searching for a ritual monster or ritual spell. But if it's between normal summoning this and normal summoning the Diviner, go for the Diviner, because you're going to be able to like add something. I don't know, I just feel like the Diviner is just better, because it also helps fill up your graveyard with a light as well. And then Wyver Burster is just a little bit more, a little bit more ways of being able to banish a light or dark, which can come in handy with like Chaos Space. Beginning Night can just give your Blackluster Soldier monster a little bit more power with giving it additional effects. Just banishing monsters. I think that's without having to give up your battle phase. That's pretty nice. And then Envoy of Chaos can recur itself, though I don't think you usually want to have to give up a Lion Dark from your graveyard just for that. I don't know. I think it's better just use on the Chaos stuff, unless you are desperate for getting this back in your hand. Luster Soldier is pretty good. You have to give up your attack in order to banish something, but at least you get the banish. Blackluster Soldier can be like can be pretty good with their effects. This one especially. This one's a pretty nice add because like not right away, but eventually like if you like keep this in your hand, you can get more and more ritual spells. And since these tend to maybe not be like the quickest games in the world, you might be able to at least get 1 or 2 ritual spells with this. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, this, and then they just get a lot better on the field if you use the evening or twilight night or whatever, or that other one. Foolish Burial. I don't know what you're sending in the, what spell or trap you're sending in that last deck. Oh, I guess the ultimate creature destruction probably, because it has that graveyard effect. And then reinforcement of the army to add. You do have a few warriors, pretty good warriors. Chaos Space. Yeah. To like pitch 1 to add the opposite attribute, which can be pretty nice, especially if you're adding the black dragon or the white dragon, because then you're guaranteed to have a banish for these guys. DDR to be able to get back one of your banished monsters, which you're pretty much guaranteed to have banished monsters eventually, since you're doing quite a bit of banishing. Adding another way to add a Blacklist Soldier ritual. And also have some other adds a ritual spell eventually, and then a few ritual spells, and then negation, and this one's pretty. I guess this one's kind of nice. Unfortunately, it's only against targeting. It's only negation against targeting. Although you can technically set, I'm not sure how likely you are, since you only have one way of getting spell counters. And then Natis for destroying stuff, Herald for adding. You're probably never going into them. They're mostly used so you can like send them with the diviner to get the effect. But Brone you may be able to go into, but it might be a little bit difficult. I'm not sure how often you're going to be going into this stuff. You're probably mostly focused on the rituals, although you can definitely go into a few of these. The link ones are pretty nice to help get you easily in the graveyard. Also, Mirage is pretty nice because like I remember this one game where like I had a random monster along with the Blacklist Soldier, and then I gave up the random other monster I had that had 1,000 less attack, so I could like at least have a way to protect my Blacklist Soldier if I needed to. Striker Dragon. You don't actually have Boot Sector Launch, so it's only there to like put the monster in the graveyard. You don't even have any rockets, so yeah, it's only good for that. And if you're going into Striker, it's probably better just going to Link Rebo as Mirage instead. But I guess it's there like in case you can't go into either of the other ones. Heraldic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. To return stuff to the hand. Disruption, quick effect disruption. A soul might seem a little confusing at first, but then it gets a lot easier when you remember you only have one equipped spell, so you only have the one option of setting the soul. So pretty easy like to go into that, and just like you only have the one target, so you're definitely going into the soul with it. So really only go into this if you really want to go into the soul, which is probably fine anyway, since it does get you the search. Cross sheep, I guess, if you're planning to go into your exotic monsters, or your ritual, so you can get those effects. Blackluster soldier, as something you can go into maybe like after you use the envoy of chaos, so you can still have something to attack with. And then access code. Do have a few different attributes, so you might be able to get a few destroys with it. That might be a little bit hard to go into. So there's the 3 decks. If anyone has any further questions, they can feel free to ask in the comments. Although now I'll go into the replays. So here's the... Oh, I need to go into here. So I did get only 1 loss, which is pretty nice. But yeah, they were mostly wins. Here, let's go into replays real quick. So here's the opponent's deck. They're just all the loners. So this one was, I think it was a mirror match, Red Eyes versus Red Eyes. Yeah, I think this was a mirror match. Yeah, it's a mirror match. So yeah, I got the insight. So I decided I'll go for the fusion, since I wasn't really gonna be able to summon 2. So it's also nice that you have additional ways in case you can get 2 summons. Yeah, see, that's one of the nice things about Soul. He was, my opponent was now able to get a summon during my turn, even before going. But it didn't really matter, as you'll like see. Yeah, see, now using this. Oh yeah, they used the soul to bring out the metal dragon, and then brought back the soul with the metal dragon. Though I'm not sure how they brought out the flare. But yeah, they went into the big eye, but they targeted my fusion. It didn't really matter what they targeted, because I would have been able to negate it either way. I think it can only target face-up monsters anyway. So yeah, now I'm able to get another fusion. Oh yeah, that's also another thing. You're probably gonna want to send that one where you can get another fusion later on, because then you can get another. Because of course, getting another Red Eyes fusion later on helps you set you up for future turns. Which is pretty nice. Just something to think about in general. Now that there's a Red Eyes you can send that will still allow you to go into the regular, pretty much the regular fusions, but they it will allow you to get a fusion play later on as well. And then this one, it was the Blue Eyes versus Red Eyes. So pretty iconic, I would say, since Joey did face Yugi a few. Oh wait, no, that was what was that? I guess Joey did face yeah, Joey did face Seto Kaiba once in the anime, in the original, at least once. Did he only face him once? That's wow. Because it was Or maybe he did face in a battle royale. Was Seto one of the players in the battle royale? I'm not sure. But yeah, he did at least face him. In the battle, basically he said like, let's see who gets third and fourth. So it was pretty much a duel that didn't really matter too much either way. I can't remember if... I think Seto did beat him. Yeah. But yeah, this isn't exactly pure, but it's not like too much. Not too many cards to take away from the Blue Eyes strategy. It's still mostly Blue Eyes. I think this Red Eyes is probably more pure than the Blue Eyes. You kind of need to play Warriors, and you kind of need to play the Summon Skull in order to make the most out of the fusions. Yeah, but I don't think but like Slash came after the whole DM archetype, so of course when Joey Wheeler was playing, he wasn't really playing the Slash. I'll just speed this up a bit. Yeah, see, I didn't even think about going to that. I was just thinking, like, I'm just gonna go, like, skip the middleman. But I should probably use it more, just so I could, like, get 2 cards out of the deck for a bit more, filtering. See, and then I use a scramble because I need a little bit more damage. So that's the nice thing about scramble. You might be thinking, like, hey, isn't that kind of a clone of the fusion? Why would I need 2? But like, I'm not sure if the fusion can be activated during the battle phase, so, and I'm not sure if it does place in attack, so anyway, this one I'm playing the Chaos versus... What am I playing against? I'm playing it against the Blue Eyes deck. Yeah. Yeah, so the Chaos versus the Blue Eyes deck. I guess, like, the ABCs are still pretty fitting in the Blue Eyes deck, because I do remember there was that... Actually, I think Kaiba did play a little bit of the machine unions at one point. So yeah, it's probably fairly fitting still. Even though I might not feel like the iconic Blue Eyes Seto deck. It's more just an upgraded version. Yeah, see, I have this shield, I have the Almirage as I was talking about, and then I use the Chaos Space to put one of my banished guys back. Forget which one. Oh wait, it was the Herald the Arclight. Because remember, like, you can use them to put back in X-Deck monsters as well. Well, I think the Rituals the Rituals are fair game too, so that's pretty cool. So even if they don't say, doesn't necessarily mean they wouldn't work with the Chaos Space. That was mostly so I could get a draw. Doing with X-Deck monsters is kind of nice because there's no way you're drawing into them. You're always going to be drawing a fresh card, since they can never go back into your deck. So unfortunately I was unable to get any use out of the trap, but it's kind of hard to get use out of it anyway. I mean, I guess it protects against the ABC Dragon Buster, at least. Or maybe the Link Rebo. See, like, it's because they weren't able to activate anything during the battle phase because of the ritual, which was pretty nice. I was able to give it the extra effects, but that didn't matter. Yeah, see, this was, I think, a pretty easy one this time. So that was pretty nice. I remember... it's not always that easy. Maybe I did just get lucky, but I don't mind. I still have the crossplay off, so that might also make it a little bit easier too. Yeah, see, I did use a bunch of my gems also, trying to get a Fenrir from that one selection pack that had the Chaos stuff, that had the Chaos Angel and the Cashier stuff. Did get a few URs and SRs, of course, but like I really only got one Fenrir, and I got 0 Chaos Angels. So that kind of stinks. Though I did get the Chaos Valkyria, which might come in handy for like Metaphys if I ever decide to play that. But I did just craft another Fenrir anyway, so I'm not too worried. I just want to, I mostly just wanted to empty my gem supply so I could start getting that back up. And I could use the gems in my gift box before they expired. Anyway, I'm gonna go through the since I have some time still, I'm gonna go for the free pack pull here. I'll also include the prize pack from the Duel Trial, but I do want to take care of these before they expire. So, ooh, I got Phobia. That's pretty nice with my free pack pull. It's actually not bad. This might be good in general just for adding the Visa Starfrost. I'm not you might be able to go like only really need to go for one, but of course like I would still need a few of the other. I probably would still want Visas and like the Reichardt, a few of the links for the Scareclaw. So I'm still quite a ways from like building it up, but so getting the Phobia is pretty nice. Maybe in case I ever want to go for it. I'm at least somewhere now. And a few of the packs. Oh yeah, these. This is what I want to show. So I'm not sure what this is. See, it says Legacy Pack ticket. Oh. So you can only get a SR from the Legacy Pack. You're guaranteed an SR, but you're guaranteed a Legacy Pack SR. Well, that's a lot worse. It's until September. But yeah, as you'll see, you can only get Legacy Pack SRs. Yeah. Which does hurt a lot more. But they do, how many of these I have? See, and now, at least I have play sets of these, though I don't know if I'm going to begin to use them. So yeah, they're definitely a lot worse than I thought. Because barely any of the, I don't think I care too much about the SRs from here. Let's see what I get from this. See, I got a Royal Finish number 30. And another thing is you can't even dismantle them because they come from the... Wait. Oh, it was at least a... I guess that is at least something nice. Like, you're guaranteed at least a Royal Finish SR, but you could get a... It could be upgrade. There is a chance it's upgraded to a UR, and I got lucky and it got upgraded to a UR. So there's at least that, but still, like, you can't dismantle it. And I think like a lot of the SRs and URs from the Legacy Pack, like, I don't think they're like really like. And it's random too. So even if like there are a few good ones, it's still random. And if you get one that you don't care as much about, you can't even dismantle it. So that kind of stinks. Man. So apparently they won't even like let you choose. Man. That stinks. That they won't. I thought they would let you choose whatever cards you wanted. to make it into a royal finish. Like, would that really be too much? I don't think so. I think I would have much rather taken, just let me craft any SR royal finish I want, like from the collection of cards. And I wouldn't even cared if there was a chance that it would have been upgraded to a UR. Because I think being able to have the choice, even if like there's no chance you're getting upgraded to a UR, I think just having the choice makes a big difference. Because sure, it got upgraded to a UR, but I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna play that UR anyway. So, I mean, like, yeah. So yeah. So that's how that ticket works, in case you were wondering. I also just want to show that off because I just noticed that there was something about that. I want to check it out. But hopefully that also helped you guys. Anyway, I think that'll be pretty much it for today. I'll just do the outro within the pack section. That's where I did it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys will continue to enjoy the pack opening for where I show off the prize, me opening the newest selection pack, which was the Inherited Unity with the Red Eyes, Blackluster Soldier, and Obelisk stuff. Though maybe the that new Utopia could be nice for some people as well if they're playing a lot of numbers. Number exceeds. Bye. Hi, this is the pack opening for the rewards portion of the tryout dolls that I went over early in the video. So now I'll open up the pack that I received for getting my 3 wins. Okay, let's see what I can get. I got Sphere Kribo, which is a pretty good card, and Duel Links not so good here. DD7 Kepler, Evolution Endburst, Black Mamba, pretty funny card name, I think. Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, Lamia, Metalmorph, Exceed Encore, which is a pretty good card inside of the TCG, and I believe this has gotten expensive a few times. I'm not sure if it's so expensive right now, but yeah, not bad. Pretty good against Exceed heavy decks, like decks that kind of rely on like one particular Exceed. Maybe not like a group of Exceeds, but one particular Exceeds. Can be pretty good against those that because I don't, but like I think if it's unaffected it still won't work, but like if it's like undestructible, like you'll still be able to like detach all Exceed materials, so that can still be pretty nice. And it's a quick play, so you can like do any of the player's turn. So even if you like draw going second, it can still be like really good then too. So yeah, there's the pack opening. I'll try to leave all the stuff in the description, like the verse and the promotion stuff inside of the description slash the comments, like the discussion and like where you can promote your channel and maybe anything else I think of. And before I go, I would like to say a quick prayer. Digits, please help all of these people who watch my videos who have yet to come to know you, like to maybe like be influenced by my videos, by these verses, and maybe like so they even tell their friends. Amen. Okay, so there's that pack opening. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye everyone.